So now that we've built the 3D object from one anchor point, as you can see in the document info, we have one anchor point in this file. So it shows the whole file and it's just one path, one point, and we have 3D on it. Now that we have that, why not animate it? Because we can. So what I want to do is build this here. So I want to build this in Illustrator using the one anchor point artwork. But in order to build that, this needs to be done differently. So currently, when we open the appearance panel, then you see the 3D effect is applied to that complete artwork. And in order to do that animation that I've shown you, we can't do it like this. We can build a 3D animation with this artwork, but it won't work like the one I've shown you. So in order to build that, we need to get rid of that, and we need to apply a 3D effect to all these fills. So all of these fills need to have its own 3D effect. Let's do that. Going to highlight that fill, and let's go to 3D and materials, extrude and bevel. And you see this is the result. So let's do it with the next one as well. And now that the panel is open, let's just click on extrude and that one as well and extrude it. So let's zoom in a little bit and you see it doesn't match anymore. So of course it doesn't, just because they are now living in their own 3D world. So every one of these fields lives in its own world, and for this to work, we need to just adjust this visually. So I need to go into that transform effect, and this is the upper bar, so I'm not going to move that. I'm going to move the other two. So let's go in here and move that just a little bit up and a little bit to the left, like so. So this looks nice. Okay, and let's move that one as well. So let's move it and move it like this, and then again slightly down like so. So this is nice. Okay, the animation is built using a blend. So basically, I'm just going to show you the principle and then we are going to build that. So what we are going to do is make a copy of this, and then we are going into that, into the 3D and materials, and just adjust this like whatever. And go into the next one and adjust that as well. Just rotate it any way you like. And then the other one like so. Okay. And when you then, let's move them apart. When you then select them both and make a blend, so going to Object, Blend, Make, then you get all these in-betweens. So that's the principle. And this needs to be set up in a certain way with artboards. So we've got one of the anchor points up here and the other one down there, and there are several artboards in between. So there are 7 artboards, and we're going to select the 2, go to Object, Blend, Make, and then double click the blend tool and make this 7 steps. So now we've got one step of the animation on each artboard, and the next thing we're going to do is go to Window, Extensions, GIF Studio, and this extension, well, this is just fun. I love that. So let's go in here, and yeah, I don't want to see that again because it's just about a file name. And in there we can select them input their duration. So let's set that to 0.1, like so, and okay. But the last one should stay a little longer, so let's set that to 2. And let's see that we can get that to 2, like so. Okay. And then let's just run that. And you see, this is nice. Let's just export it. And that's it. We made a 3D animation with objects that are actually not supported in 3D and materials effects. And we've proved a point. We can do it